Hey, welcome back. With our community built out, it's time to start finally inviting community members through recruitment. So in this video, we're going to talk about what recruitment is, crafting opportunities and sources, and then finally, we'll invite our community members to join the community. So let's go ahead and get started. So recruitment is the process of bringing new users into your community or your project, and it primarily consists of three elements. We have our sources, our opportunities, our notice chains. We covered notice chains a little bit earlier in our last video, but think of it this way. A source leads to an opportunity for users to onboard into your community or project. There's a lot that we can do with our sources and opportunities. We have a lot of different styles available to us. We could send out QR codes. We could provide a link. We could email users to join. And we can also configure those opportunities to lead users down different paths as well. Decide what that opportunity is going to look like to the user when they first access it. So now we know a little bit more about recruitment. Let's go ahead and configure an opportunity. All right, so the first step in crafting a recruitment is to create an opportunity. And opportunities are going to be those customizable landing pages that allow users to enter your community or your project. Opportunities can do a lot. They can inform users about what the community is going to be about, or perhaps hint at what's going to be tested inside of a project. It could also list the requirements and rewards, both for being in the community and the project and for doing well in the community and the project. And it also gives users a place to not only create their account, but also sign in and access the community or enter a project. Now, opportunities place users into specific teams and user roles, and this is really useful at the project level. So to front load a little bit of project information for you, we could create one opportunity that allows applicants to apply to join a project. And then we could create another opportunity that's for verified participants to go ahead and complete an onboarding flow and enter the project as a participant. So a lot that we can do there and really allows us to craft these different paths that lead our users in the right direction. Let's go ahead and start by checking out some community opportunities. I'll go to the community menu. We'll go to community management, and then we'll select recruiting. And you can see I have two opportunities here that I built out earlier. I have one members opportunity for 2022, and then I have another one for 2023. Let's go ahead and click into the members opportunity for 2023 and see how that looks. So we start out with the internal name. This is what it's known as on the recruiting management page. And then right below that, we start building the landing page itself. So we have the page title. We have some page body describing the community, welcoming them, etc. And then below that, we have our opportunity details. So we've got a requirements list, some optional qualifications, and then a spot for rewards. This is all optional. You don't have to enter this in if you don't want to. But here you can see I've just filled out requirements. We have some device requirements, some different Wi-Fi and Bluetooth access requirements as well. So letting users know, hey, this is kind of what we expect you to have if you want to be in projects and if you want to test with us. Destination team. So this is very important. So it decides where users end up after they're done with the onboarding flow for this opportunity. So when users access this opportunity and go through all the notices, they'll end up on the external candidates team. We can add users to multiple teams if we'd like to. Just make sure that whatever team you're selecting is the right team. We don't want to, for example, at the project level, accidentally create an applicant opportunity that leads users into a project support role. That would never be good for anybody involved. Here's the onboarding process, so all the notices that users are going to go through. So it's just our standard notice chain for our community. We've got the age block, the profile, the content, etc. And then you can customize your opportunity, give it a summary, give it an inactive message. You can set it to expire after certain dates. So if this is a limited time recruitment opportunity, you could say, hey, have this end at this date. You can also set a user limit. So if you only want to let in 100 users through this opportunity, it'll become inactive after that 100th user has joined. And you can set an expiration message and a limit message for both of these if you'd like to. Background image, you can create a custom background image for this opportunity if you'd like to. If you remember a couple of videos ago, we talked about visual themes and setting an outer background. That outer background image is going to be the default for your landing pages, but if you'd like something unique, you can go ahead and upload a file right here. And then finally, if you're using any custom CSS code, we have that available for you. Configure it there. And you can also hide the page from search engines. If this is a very confidential testing program, you don't want people just searching for the link to join the community. You can hide it and make it a little bit more private that way. Go ahead and click submit. And now that we know more about our opportunities, let's go ahead and create some sources. So next up is sources. And sources are what allow users to actually access an opportunity. The popular sources within Centercode include things like URLs that you can directly share with potential community members via social media, email lists as well. You can email invites out to community members. So if you have a pre-built email list of potential community members, you can just plug that right into Centercode and send that out to them, and they can then follow that invite and join your community or your project. And you can configure multiple sources for each opportunity. So we could have a URL and an email list for the same opportunity that's leading our users to become part of the community. Let's go ahead and actually create a source. I'm going to use our 2023 members opportunity for this. I'll just hover over it. I'll go to this plus button here, and you can see we have a little pop-out menu that shows you all the different sources that are available. So we can do dedicated URL, email list, consumable keys, referrals, etc. Let's start by creating a new URL. So I'll just go to this. We'll create the source name. I'll just say second URL because we already have a URL available for this. And we'll say this is join SC 2023. That's going to be our actual URL right there. I can make this the default community source. So this will be the source that all users go to if they just enter in the general URL of our website. And I can also make this available as a project user source. And this will make a lot more sense once you get to project recruitment. But just keep in mind that everyone who wants to be part of a project also needs to be a member of the community. And this makes it possible a little bit later down the line if someone is using a project source and they haven't joined the community yet. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. I'm happy with the way this source looks, so I'll go ahead and click next. And there you go. So our URL is now live. We could copy and paste this into our address bar and go right to it and access the community. And we also generate a QR code for you. So you could, save this, put it on marketing material, place it on websites, etc. And another great way for users to scan that and then access the community that way. Next steps here, we can access the URL itself. We could also add another source to this community opportunity, and then we could create or manage different opportunities as well. So next up, let's go ahead and actually use the email list, send out an email to a group of users. All right, let's close out this video by creating an email list source. So I'll use the same opportunity here, go right down here, and then I'll select email list as my source. We'll just call this email. I can either paste in email addresses or upload a CSV file. So I'll paste in the email addresses that I'm using here. You can also allow users to share the invite. This is something that I don't want to do right now, so I'm just going to leave that blank. We'll click next. I'm going to prepare those invitations. From here, we have to approve these new user accounts. So we have to say, yes, we are adding 12 new people to the community. So I'll click approve. Going to go through this again. And then from here, we just go ahead and click on email them now. And I actually have a template for inviting users to the community. So I'll just click on that. You see we've got our subject, we've got some body text there. Here in the email footer, we have the link to view the opportunity, actually create their account. We'll click submit. We're about to email 12 recipients. We have that little bit of validation there. I do need to type in the number before sending that out. That way we confirm that we're actually sending out these many invites. And there you go. We've sent out 12 emails for users to go ahead and join our community. So there we go. We've set up the foundations of our community, visual themes, opportunities, sources, user profiles, notices, all that good stuff. We're now finally ready to go ahead and start creating our projects, which we'll do in the next set of videos. So I'll see you there and stay tuned.